The year is 2051. The entire world is dominated and controlled by mega corporations. The city once known as Philadelphia is now called Mega City 433 under the control of Mr. Robot. Life is hard in this neon-colored future, but there is one source of respite in this dystopic landscape: comic books. And every week, Cyber Pirate Radio Show NCW with Amber sends signals to the masses about the latest and greatest comic book releases. But today, a new face, a new hero emerges. A notorious hacker by the name of Chris Slamson takes the airwaves. Oh no. They found me. I need to hack my way in. All right. Yes, almost there. I'm rebooting the rootkit and opening up the firewall. Yes. All right. I'm in. Welcome. Hi, everyone. Welcome to New Comic Wednesday. I'm reporting from, or streaming and broadcasting from my secret hideout. It's not so secret. It's the local cyberpunk bar, but don't tell anyone. And welcome to another edition of New Comics Wednesday, or NCW. My name is Chris Slamson, and today I'll be subbing in for our lovely host, Amber. She is currently working on a ton of New York Comic Con stuff. Very exciting. We are so excited to be there. So don't worry, she'll be back. I'm only here for just today. But for NCW, as always, and especially if you are new to this show, we chat for a few minutes every Wednesday about our latest and greatest new releases. So to buy our new releases, all you have to do is head over to our website, go under comics, and then press new releases. Or I have this handy dandy link right here. So I just posted it. Wow, we have a bunch of people who are my fellow hackers. They're hello Chuck, hello Robert, Adrian, Aaron, Neil, Joshua, Brian. Hello, welcome. So I just posted the new the new release link. So you can already find our issues that we're going to be talking about today. And you can also order these on Comixology or pick it up from your local comic book shop. And especially if you're a VIP, one of the benefits of being a VIP, you can buy your comics from your local comic book shop, send it to Adrian. Adrian, shout out to Adrian. She is in the chat right now. You can email your receipts and get VIP points for your purchases. So really awesome. And if you are, again, new to the show, to learn about our past releases or watch the previous episodes, you can watch all of NCW with Amber on our YouTube channel or on our Facebook channel as well. You'll be able to see them on our blog, and we record everything, so you can go back as far as possible to check it out. But today we are talking about two really awesome issues today: ROBYN HOOD, Night of the Hunter, and GRIMM Fairy Tales Volume 2, number 50 or issue 52, Cyberpunked, which is why I'm wearing this awesome getup and my cyberpunk shades, and I'm reporting from a cyberpunk bar. This is actually a real place you can go to if we have anyone who has been to Canada or specifically Toronto. There's an awesome, amazing bar called Stormcrow Manor. They basically bought out this old mansion and converted it into like this nerd mecca. It's so cool. So actually in the top floor, there's like a Blade Runner cyberpunk section. And I've literally been here before. So cool. So definitely check it out. Now, let's talk about our first issue. This is ROBYN HOOD, Night of the Hunter, written by Joe Brusha, 30 pages. Only $5.99, And you can see here our covers. So I'm going to start showing our excellent covers. Again, we work with the best artists in the industry. And I have a physical copy right here. This is cover A by Al Barrionuevo and colors by Ivan Nunez. Oh, the green screen's messing up. So I will just use our handy dandy overlays over here. So let me take off this banner for a quick second. So this is cover A, again, by Al Barrionuevo. And his art style looks familiar. Not too long ago, Amber reviewed Robin Hood, The Swarm, and I believe Al was also doing the cover A for that. Really talented work. This is by far one of my favorite covers of the series. But we have some excellent other ones as well. This is cover B by Igor Vitorino. Again, colors by Ivan Nunez. Ivan does a lot of work with us, longtime collaborator and friend and colorist. So, shout outs to Ivan. And this is cover C, Durlis, Santa Cruz, and my favorite colorist in the industry. She's the best, hands down, Ula Moss. What an awesome dream team. And I just want to give a special shout outs to our art director, Chris Cote, because one, he is the biggest cyberpunk fan I have ever seen in my life. We basically talk about cyberpunk literally every single day at the office. And two, if you look at these, if you notice on our covers, they have a brand new layout, brand new template. So for the Robin Hood, you have the page count on the top, special Grimm Universe logo in green, and that is all Chris. And obviously, we are a very strong team, but Chris has been working really hard. This new template, I think it looks great. So shout outs to Chris, my man. I wish he was here so we could talk to him about all the cyberpunk stuff, especially for Grimm Fairy Tales, which is coming up in a little bit. But yeah, so the cover A, B, and C, those are it. Let me know in the comments what cover you like the most. I'm seeing Adrian and Aaron. The shout outs to cover C, hell yeah. Cover C is like, across the board consistently some of the best art. I'm seeing a lot of love for Durlis. I'm also seeing some love for cover A. And oh my gosh, Amber. Amber is cool. Thank you, Amber. I should come on more. I think this is like my second or third time. Shout outs to Amber. Everyone give Amber like a round of applause, some shout outs. She's working very hard. We miss her already. I wish she was here with us in Mega City 443 so she could take down Mr. Robot again. But that might be for another time. Anyway, let's get to the synopsis and a couple of my thoughts about the issue for Night of the Hunter. So the synopsis. Take aim with this new 32-page story of pure adrenaline as Robin goes from a wanted vigilante to hunter prey. Robin has taken on all types of evil, from sleazy and seemingly untouchable billionaires to monster-worshipping cults and crazed psychopaths. The one thing remained in common: she has always come out on top. But when she becomes the target of a mysterious hunter out for blood and Robin's head, all the luck and skill in the world might not be enough to stop her from becoming a trophy from this demented predator. So that is the synopsis. And I really enjoyed this issue. It's a neat one and done. I mean, a lot of our, we've been moving towards a one-shot format a lot earlier this year. But I think that was one of the great things about Zenescope and about this type of format we've been experimenting with for a while. If you missed out on Robin Hood the Swarm or any other Robin Hood issues, this is your first issue of Robin Hood, you get to know the character instantly. You know she's a badass. You know she's good with a bow. You know that she comes from a grizzled past. She doesn't take any BS and she's no nonsense. And so you really get to know the character right off the bat, especially if you're new. And this is, I would say, if this was a TV show, it's more of like a side quest or if this is a D&D event, it's like a side quest, but it's still important. It's a self-contained story which has a lot of character growth for Robin, but it's wrapped up in this really over the top, awesome, action packed story. I'm getting a lot of vibes of like The Most Dangerous Game or like similar Hunter-esque characters out there in the comics world, like Kraven the Hunter from Spider-Man or Stalker from Batman Beyond. So the gist of it here, Robin is fighting for her life. She is targeted by this mysterious hunter that has like a grudge with her and has escaped his clutches in the past. So he has this protege that he dispatches, and Robin is in the middle of like a quote unquote vacation. She's been training a lot. There's a really cool type of character growth or character building where she's learning less, or she's learning how to rely on her bow less. I know that seems like an oxymoron, but she's like her trainer or her uncle Smitty's like, oh, you got to prepare for the worst. What if you are without your bow? You need to learn like unarmed combat. You need to become sharper. You need to train more, never give up, stay vigilant. So that's the type of energy Robin's going into this issue. And, then she's going on vacation and all of a sudden she's attacked by this protege of this mysterious hunter. And I'm not going to spoil too much, but Robin, she gets her ass kicked. Like she is on the ropes, like she's being pushed to the boundaries, which makes it for a really, really exciting issue. You see Robin being tested to her limits. And I would say sometimes you find out who you really are when you're under intense pressure, you're backed into the wall. What do? Do you fight back? Do you cower? No, Robin doesn't. She pulls through in epic fashion. And it's a really fun issue. I love the artwork. And it's like, I would say it's action heavy. But that's to me, that's cake. That's cake. It's awesome. So the artist teams that work on this, you have Rodrigo Xavier, Juan Manuel Rodriguez. They're firing on all cylinders. Oh, such a dynamic issue. I think you're really going to enjoy this. So again, that's like a quick review. Robin Hood, Night of the Hunter. It's a 30-page story, $5.99, available right now on the web store or Comixology or your local comic book shop. So let me see what's going on in the comments. Lots of love for Amber. I'm seeing I'm seeing a comment from Kyle. Spoilers: Robin is good with a bow. Of course she is. That's why she's Robin Hood. Well, I know, like in setting up in previous issues, like she's been working on her knife skills and the hand-to-hand combat. So I love that. Sometimes it's great to be well-rounded. Okay, so I think that is it for Robin Hood. I want to talk about the next issue. This is by far my favorite issue of this week. And I mean, look at how I'm dressed. It is GFT, or Grimm Fairy Tales, Volume 2, issue number 52. The start of a brand new saga. The sort of unofficial, or official, the tagline right here. Oh my God, I keep forgetting about the green screen. Cyberpunk. That's right. I'm going to show you those covers in a second. But Scylla, I'm sorry. Oh my God. Sky is being drawn into a brand new world. And I think we've been working and priming ourselves towards this brand new world for a long while in different ways. If you're a fan of Dom Tague, she's been doing amazing cyberpunk themed covers the whole year since January. I believe one of them released somewhat recently. It's the Bell cover, which it might still be available on the web store. So you love cyberpunk like I do, definitely check those out. But yeah, there's supposed to be 6 of those covers. And we also been tinkering with other stories involving multiverses and alternate versions of our classic characters. Not too long ago, we had the Van Helsing steampunk series, where we had an alternate version of Van Helsing, and who was a guy, and he came from this. He was like a pirate sky captain. It was awesome, and there's a lot of that energy coming out to here. So all of it was planned, honestly, and it's coming to a head into this brand new issue. So let me explain a bit about the new issue. It is $3.99, 22 pages, and it is written by our one and only Dave Franchini, and artwork by Babassu Cortez, colors by Jorge Cortez, and letters by Taylor Esposito. Shout outs to Babassu Cortez. I'm so glad he's working on Grim Fairy Tales. Usually I know him to be working on the Robin Hood series, but it's awesome that he's fleshing his wings and trying out something that I find that it's something that's new in his territory and cyberpunk themed. Like you're gonna see him work on like these classic skyscraper vistas and lots of modern technology kind of stuff, which is I think a step away from what we usually see from Babassu. So cannot recommend his work enough. Very talented. And he was a guest with us at New York Comic Con 2019. Yeah, he was signing stuff at our books, or signing books at our booth. So I'm going to reveal some of the covers for issue 52 because so cool. So this is cover A by Sean Chen and Ivan Nunes. Cover B by Igor Vitorino and Hedwin Saldivar. Real action-packed cover right here. Sort of like a Prison Break cover right now. Like you see all these robotic drones in the background. Sky just unleashing her full magic power. This is by far, this next cover is by far my favorite. Keith Garvey with, I think Chuck Garza posted this a little like last week. He was like Cyber Sky. It's like that's the awesome best moniker, Cyber Sky. So you see she has some augmentations and the classic blue neon color scheme with like I don't know what it is, like some wires or some cables. Really awesome character design right here. Keith Garvey hasn't been doing any other cyberpunk covers like Don has, but I would love like an entire line of covers like this. Like you could see, I don't know, Robin or Van Helsing in this type of style. I'm seeing some love for cover C from Ian and from Brian. Hell yeah. And the last cover, cover D by Viriario and Grotiesta. C and D are my favorite. Cover Ds are usually more like the action type of covers. Or like the more experimental type of covers. I love this. It reminds me of like some of my favorite video games, like one particular video game, like Dead Space. She's trapped and like all these weird apparatuses are trying to experiment on here. The composition on this piece just really grabbed my attention. That's why I actually have a physical copy right here. So those are all the covers. Again, let me know what cover you like the most. I'm seeing some more love for cover C. Oh yeah, Aaron. That's right, Aaron. C and D. That's right. We are twinning right now. Neil, I agree. The sky looks very emotive right now. And you'll see why. I'll explain why, because it definitely plays into the story. So the synopsis for issue number 52: trapped in a world not her own, in a place where blending in isn't really an option, Sky is in a tough situation. And when she doesn't have the experience of getting out of, cut off from her world and her friends, she must use every instinct she has to survive long enough to hope to see her home again. Don't miss the next unexpected step taken in Sky's ever full unfolding electrifying journey. So a bit of context. Again, this issue like puts you up to speed really quick. But for those who haven't read previous issues of Grim Fairy Tales, basically the Sky and her friends were facing off against the Dark Princess, and she uses her magic or spell and transports a bunch of our heroes into different worlds. And for Sky, she gets blown across into a different dimension entirely, which is really cool. I mean, I think we've been seeing a lot of this type of multiverses aren't new. Let me backtrack. Multiverses aren't new. Parallel dimensions are, a classic sci-fi staple. But I really love how, early in the year with Van Helsing Steampunk, we've been experimenting with this, and now we're doing it here. And we're doing it in this cyberpunk dystopic dimension, and it's so awesome. So Sky ends up in this world. She's disoriented. She's been thrown into prison for the crimes of dimensional travel or dimensional hopping. She's been taken prisoner by those crazy looking, intimidating robotic drones. And that's where we see her. She's locked in prison. She doesn't know what she is. She has no idea what's going on. And in the very beginning pages of the issue, she meets an ally that she knows but doesn't know, in a way. And then that's a bit of a hint of what to expect. And then what ensues is this bombastic prison break scene into this strange city of chrome and lights and neon and skyscrapers, and it's a very much of a fish out of water experience. Sky's powered by the Book of Fables. She has magic. She wields swords, and this is a very, very tech heavy. I guess I don't think magic even exists. I don't know. I haven't read the rest of the stories, but it seems like magic doesn't exist in this new universe she finds herself in. And it's just so cool. It's really dynamic. Baba Sue has just crushing on pencils. It really does have this classic feel of a modern feel. A lot of the characters you see and cameos maybe, they emulate the classic aesthetic. So you have practical but tactical streetwear. You have a lot of the circuitry type of markings. People have augmetics and cybernetic implants. I love it. Chris Cote is the biggest fan, but I'm a huge fan of Cyberpunk, 2077 or Blade Runner, all that jazz. Love it. And I was in a kid in a candy store just reading this issue. So very, very cool. And I was sad because it was such a quick read. I mean, it's only 22 pages, but I wanted to know more. The issue was too quick and too for me, and I'm just that's a good thing. I'm just craving what will happen next, especially because one of my favorite characters is in this issue. I won't reveal who, but I love their new incarnation, and I really can't wait to see where the rest of this arc goes. So let me. I went on a long rant. I'm sorry. So let me see what people are saying. Yeah. So Neil says, wouldn't one think in a cyberpunk realm, skies would be limited? The realm and technology. Yeah. So yeah, perfect. There's actually a poignant point where Sky starts using her magic, and the people around her what are you doing or what's happening? Because they have no knowledge of magic. They just assume it's some strange form of technomancy or some technological ability that's just beyond them. Chuck says Sky's been thrown into prison for the crime of being too hot. That's right, she is too hot. She's broken the law. The heat's on her, and now she's public enemy number one, and she has to get out of there. So yes, Chuck, I'm so excited that you're excited and you want to read it. So very, very exciting issue. I think it's a great read. I think it's hands down my favorite issue of this weeks of releases. Let's see what else. Okay, I think that's about it. So thank you for listening to my review. And I have a bunch of housekeeping. We have so many things going on in October. And since I have you all here in my cyberpunk bar, I'm going to give you all the deets, all the information that you need to know. So, New York Comic Con. New York Comic Con is happening really soon. It's going to be from October 7th to October 10th. So 4 days of comic book goodness in the Big Apple. And we are going to be there. So booth 2901, that is our booth. And we are ready. So psyched to see everyone. COVID's been a little bit weird, but this is our technically our last show, but our first show in a long while. And we are so excited to see everyone and to reveal what we have. We have a lot of brand new collectibles and goodies to showcase. So again, 2901, say hi to Amber and Jason and me. We're going to be having artist signings all weekend. We also have not one, but two. That's right. 2 comic book panels. It's going to be awesome. So the first one, we're going to have a Tales of Terror pitch panel. So let me throw up this banner right here. So, so in this panel, we'll be taking story pitches for a GRIMM Tales of Terror one shot or a short story, and you have a chance to submit, and your story could be picked and published. So it's really awesome. So let me toggle off this banner. So all you have to do, you can sign up and submit your pitches at Zenescope.com. If you have any questions on how to do that, the lovely Adrian will help you out. Shoot us an email at info@Zenescope.com. And secondly, we're going to have a Zenescope retailer live stream with Graham Cracker Comics. That's going to be Monday, October 4th at 4 p.m. And Graham Cracker Comics is an awesome chain of comic book shops. They're based in Chicago, Illinois. They're a Chicago staple, and very excited to have them on as guests, and as well supporting all the great brick and mortar shops across the country. If you didn't know, whenever you do one of these live streams, 50% of those proceeds go towards the shop. And you can see a bit of a sort of a teaser. We have a John Royal diamond retailer on this banner featuring Sydney. A really cool cover. So if you want a chance to grab that awesome diamond retailer cover, tune in to our retailer live stream. Next, we have our October VCon, or our horror virtual con. That's going to be October 21st to October 23rd. So I believe that's Thursday through Saturday. Really awesome. I really enjoy doing the horror virtual cons. Last year we did like a Ghostbuster skit. Who knows what we're doing this year? One of the things that I think everyone's really looking forward to, I think it's one of the most popular things that popular programs we do. That's right. Our Horror VCon Halloween costume contest is back. So you can show off your cosplays and get a chance to win amazing prizes. So if you want to submit an entry to our cosplay contest, just send us an email with your photo of yourself and your costume to cosplay@zenescope.com. And we'll be running around in the backstage, picking our 8 finalists to appear on our live stream. This is a very fun time. Some great costumes have been thrown up in the past. Someone last year did a Gremlins costume. One of my friends, Rebecca, she did a Hellboy costume. A lot of really cool things to look forward to. So if you want to participate, go to cosplay@zenescope.com, submit your entries today, and best of luck. Let's see. All right. So there's also last week, a brand new episode of Everything Zen episode 10 was released on YouTube and on any podcatcher of your choice, like iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher. I think it should be available on most podcatchers. And of course, our YouTube channel, which I will post right now in the comment section. This was a really fun episode. Our character of the month is Mystere, or Mary Medina. And I had the great pleasure of interviewing Pat Shand on the origins of Mary Medina. A very fun interview. Check it out. Everything Zen is a podcast that releases once a month where we review the newest releases and updates about Zenescope. We do spotlights on classic characters and series. We also usually have an awesome celebrity guest. And another reason why you should check out the Everything Zen, we do special giveaways on the podcast. So to find out how to enter and how to win some really cool prizes, go over to Everything Zen on YouTube or on iTunes. Give it a listen, and best of luck. That is about it. So again, here is the new releases page. And I'm going to also repost our brand new issues one more time. Robin Hood, Night of the Hunter, $5.99, and Grimm Fairy Tales Volume 2, issue number 52, $3.99. Available on our web store, on Comixology, or at your local comic book shop. Very easy to access. I think you'll really enjoy these issues. And one last thing, because of New York Comic Con happening next week, we will not have an episode of NCW with Amber. I'm very sad about it, but we're literally going to be setting up that day. But you should still check out the new releases for that week. That's going to be Van Helsing, Beast of Exmoor, and Belle, Headless Horseman. And Amber will return for NCW on October 13th to review some exciting new titles, including Tales of Terror, Bridgewater Triangle graphic novel, Rise of the Djinn #1, and Possessive #3. So it's going to be some time before Amber comes back to MCW, but don't worry, she's going to be back, and she's going to have some exciting brand new issues to talk about. So this is it for NCW with Chris Slamson. The transmission's almost over. I got to go. My hack's already done. But thank you so much for having me as your substitute host. Make sure you tune in every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. to hear us talk about the newest releases. That is it for New Comic Wednesday. Thank you so much for being a fan of Zenescope, where you come for the covers but stay for the stories. Signing off.